another live stream this early morning and afternoon because he had such a fun time last time.
Yeah.
He wasn't on last night's stream. That was a crazy one. But, he's here with us again this morning, and we've got a special unboxing that I showed off what we were going to be doing this past week on Toy Frenzy. And Connor, are you excited about this unboxing?
Yes.
Okay. What are you so excited about with it?
I want to show all the viewers that are on here what it is.
Yeah? So how was your week since last week when you joined us?
Good.
Yeah? Yeah? Did you go to school this week? Were you off of school? What happened?
So I went to school.
Yeah? Yep. Doing good in school, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen his report card. He's telling the truth. All right. So, should we say hi to everybody who's in the chat here today?
Yes.
All right. Let's go through it then and say hello to everybody in the chat. We have Ray Black here saying, "Oh, Connor again? Nice." And she says, "Hey, Connor, rock on." And Oz. All right. We have Eldor all the way from Eternia joining us once again. And he is saying, "Greetings there, Oz, sir, and the main man, Conner-mon." And Duchess of Darkness has joined us once again. I can't wait to see Connor, and you too, I guess. Yeah, some people are getting tired of seeing Daddy online all the time.
Yeah.
All right, so my buddy's Customs has joined us this week. Say hi, my buddy.
Hi, my buddy.
That's right. He says, "I'm awake for this one. I went to bed at 4 a.m. and woke up at 7. And then he starts an IV of coffee. Have you ever seen Daddy do that? No? Well, it's pretty much how Daddy does it because he drinks coffee all day. He says, "Let's go!" All right. And he also says, "Past few days, I've been sleeping in real late till 3 p.m., so this is very early for me." Well, thank you so much for being here today, my buddy's Customs. And Connor, sit up just a little, buddy, because you're getting covered by the long word bubbles. Connor wanted to actually say a very special thank you.
Thank you for giving me the Castle Grayskull.
And what else? He also gave you what with that too? Your first custom
made merman.
That's right. A one-of-a-kind piece in your collection.
Yes.
Nobody else has that, merman. Thank you, my buddy's Customs. It was an amazing Christmas, and you helped make it happen. So thank you. It was awesome. All right. He says, "Gotta love some insomnia." That's what Daddy has where he can't sleep. All right. Going down here. Aunt Carol has joined us for another stream. She loves getting to see her nephew go live with her brother. Say hi, Aunt Carol.
Hi, Aunt Carol.
Yeah, don't be afraid to say hello to everybody. And we have wonderful Dawn Roberts has joined us in the house. Thank you, Dawn, for joining us today. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. And the man himself, Skelevator, has joined in today. He's probably here to come check you out, man. He's probably tired of seeing Dad online all the time, too. That's what everybody's here for today. They're here to see you. They're not here to see me. They saw me on Thursday. They saw me last night.
They saw you every night.
Yeah, they pretty much do, just about. We have Nolan here with us. Nolan is a very awesome supporter of the channel, him and Ray Black. Actually, everybody who's in the chat has pretty much been here since the beginning. Thank you guys for coming out each and every week. We really appreciate it.
Skeletor.
Yeah, Skelevator. He's the one that helped get Daddy his start. Oh, here it comes. Here we go. Look. Hey, Connor. Everybody is so excited to see you. Look at that. Okay. So, my buddy's Custom says, "I always made a fake report card for my parents." I too got good grades. I think they do it all electronically now, so I don't think he can do that as easily. And he says, "My pleasure, Connor. I'm so happy the castle and figures went to someone who will play with them and enjoy the figures as much as I did as a kid." Isn't that what Daddy always says about it too? Like, we love seeing that you're getting into the same stuff that we used to get into, and we have fun when we play with it together, don't we?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Daddy is a big, big fan of that. Okay. And Skyfall has joined in with us. He says, "Hi, folks. Hey, Oz." And he gave us a little toast. Man, so excited that everybody is here. And he says, "I didn't wake up this early to see Oz. It's all about the Conner-mon. Everybody loves coming to see you. See, I told you." All right, guys. So we're going to get into opening up the package here. Connor, you want to go ahead and hold that up and show everybody? So here, you got to hold it this way, a little bit more towards the camera. You don't need to block your face. You can block Daddy's ugly mug. So right now, a very special Christmas gift from our good friend, Mr. Corey. He ordered these a while ago, but unfortunately, it didn't make it until just recently. But then he got sick, and I wasn't able to go hang out with him for a bit. And so finally, I have my Christmas present, the Teela and Zoar 2-pack, which I've been waiting a long time for. I was so excited when they announced this pack. I love the different head sculpt for Teela. I definitely enjoy getting a new updated version of Zoar. And I do have the vintage Zoar around here somewhere. So at some point later, we'll do a bit more comparison between the vintage and the brand new. Because I also even have a vintage stand. It's just missing its base. So we'll actually be able to size those up pretty nicely. All right, Connor, are you ready to get into this? You know what? It seemed like there was too much glare earlier from the big overhead light, but I think now it's actually, we might need to because it seems a little dark when we're trying to look at this. Do you think you can turn on the big overlay for Dad? Right behind the other monitor? Yeah, go ahead. Push it. Did you push it? There you go. All right, a little bit more light on the subject. Okay. So this is going to be Daddy's part that he's going to do. We're going to go ahead and pop this guy open here. So, Connor, last week we sent you home with a bit of homework, didn't we?
Yeah.
And what happened about that homework?
I forgot.
Yeah, it happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Connor unfortunately was not able to go around asking all of his friends at school what their favorite toys were so that we could find out what toys the kids are playing with these weeks, these days, these weeks, these years.
Dad,
I don't even know.
I just noticed something.
What did you notice?
So, do you see this planet?
Yeah, see that planet?
It kind of looks like a creeper. You see, like that white.
Oh, yeah? A creeper from what? Does everybody know what a
Minecraft.
creeper is? Oh, okay. Creeper from Minecraft. It does. It's got some green, a little bit of white. Think if you get too close, it'll blow up? Think it'll blow up right outside your house? That's always a scary thing in Minecraft when you spent all this time building a project and then you wake up and you go outside one morning
And then,
boom, there goes the whole front of your house. It's crazy.
and then you just instant get exploded and die.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take the box and put it over here. We'll go over that box art and Daddy's in-depth look a little bit later. All right, so here, you want to hold that for Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're going to save these shells. These shells make really nice things for when showing off your figures. Okay, so looks like what? We got a couple of plastic pieces in there that we're going to have to pop out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here we go. Let's catch up with the chat a little bit here. And Nolan says, Teela Zoar, awesome. And right here, he says, I want to get this figure and using my other Teela as a custom. Only sad she didn't come with a pistol or some kind of blaster. Yeah, we haven't seen any like little pistol. Like, you know, on the vintage Castle Grayskull, the weapons rack actually had a tiny blaster and not just the rifle. And they have not had a tiny blaster come out for the new Origins line yet. And my buddy's Customs, he knows all about the Minecraft look. He's like, Minecraft. And right down here, he says, I love listening to the music from that game. So calming. I agree. It's very relaxing. All right. So Connor has started to go ahead and get out the parts. And we've got Teela's new sword out.
It didn't have like all.
Yeah, it didn't have any of the ties around it. So
Actually,
tell us about the sword a little, Connor. You want to go ahead and describe it? And Daddy will start cutting some of the ties off the other stuff. All right. Go ahead and tell everybody. What do you see on there? Is it a little hard to make out the details?
I can make take them out just fine.
Yeah.
So you can't really see, but chat, there's like a little gem
Mm-hmm.
in the like right there, and it looks like
What else do you say?
there's like a little tiny gem, right, like almost like halfway
Yeah.
right here. Yeah, it's,
Okay.
yeah.
Is it like got some more ornamentation on it? Does it look more decorative?
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of lose that you don't get to see all that detail with it. With just that solid plastic, right? So, Daddy's got some paints, and you and Daddy, one of these days, are going to get into getting these things painted up.
Yeah.
Because that's what Daddy really wants to do, start learning how to do good custom figures, And I know a great channel that's going to have some great content, given tips and tricks. I know Masterversal Toy Hunter does some customizing, and he's shown off some things. And my buddy's Customs is going to be launching his channel soon, where he's going to be doing a lot of custom work for everybody, and that's going to be fantastic to see. So he says, I think it's also odd that Teela's sword is all gold, but her shield is all red. I definitely have to paint them so they match more. The gem in the sword and the handle should be red like the shield. Yeah, definitely, and then maybe paint some gold accents onto the shield. So again, it makes it a little bit more complete. He says, then again, every figure I get, I point out all the things I can paint up. Oz, we can do some painting live streams and I'll teach you. See, look at that. That's going to be amazing. So we'll definitely be doing that. And that might even be like, maybe not necessarily as early as this stream or something, but we definitely get down to do that on some, on live. All right. So you're going to hold it up to the camera a little bit more? Here, we'll move the microphone out of the way. Here, let me
you can
hide the comment. There you go.
You can kind of see it.
Yeah, you kind of see the detail a little bit. Here, hold it over this way more. No, this way. There you go. And if I put my hand behind it, hopefully it'll focus a little bit. We get in a little closer. Try to let it focus.
Right there, you can kind of see the detail.
Yeah, so it's got like this decorative work that goes all the way up the blade there a little bit. And I like that. I think that's a really cool look. All right.
Left and right.
And right here, Payne's Toy Samples has said, good day, Oz and Connor in chat. Payne's, good to have you here, man. Thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Nolan has said, I've always liked Teela's sword. Was disappointed didn't come with the single card release. I agree. I was a little disappointed at that as well. But I'm glad it came in this 2-pack because it's definitely great to see more of it. All right, we're going to move the microphone back just a little bit more so that way people can hear us better, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see here. My buddy's Customs. That's more of her classic sword, which is nice. I like it better than the Filmation version of her sword. Right, because the Filmation version of her sword was really just that one that came with Castle Grayskull, if I remember correctly. Been a few years since I've seen it. All right, so now we have Teela's snake armor. You think you can pull that plastic off there, bud?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Connor's popping that clear rubber band off the back.
Done.
There we go. Hold that up. And we have her shield. You want to hold up her shield? Daddy will take the armor so you can hold up the shield. There you go. Showing that off. And now it's time to get her herself out because we're going to take a look at her first. And then we're going to look at, honestly, Daddy's favorite part of the pack is Zoar. Because Daddy loves when they come with some critters. Right, Connor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your dad likes his animals.
I like my animals.
Oh, no.
I got that.
The tray exploded and everything flew everywhere. Connor's on his way. Saving the day. Now we gotta see if we can.
This is all just
Okay, well, that's fine.
Zoar's armor.
That's right. We'll talk about that more in a minute. So, okay. And now we have the femme fatale herself. We have Teela. Huh, that's interesting. So, right off the bat, one thing I'm noticing with this is it doesn't seem that her staff wants to stay in her hand so well, or at least in her right hand. The left hand seems a little bit more closed. Maybe it's just from sitting in the packaging open like that for so long. But do you want to go ahead and show her off, Connor?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Camera's over here. You're all the way over there. I gotta get you up in front. Okay. Go ahead. You can hold it up higher. Get it closer to the camera. Let them try to see. Don't worry about Daddy's face. You can block Daddy's face out. Okay. Try to hold it there and see if the camera will focus. There we go, guys. The up look close at the new head sculpt. And one of the things I like about this version, they did that more 2000X style with the long ponytail, as opposed to the more bun on the top of the head, which I do not have the regular Teela for this line from Wave 1. So it's really cool to finally add Teela, a proper Teela, to the collection. And I do like the long ponytail. So again,
Can I let this down now?
You want to hold it down now? Sure, go ahead. So with this version of her, her staff is all gold, where in the regular release that happened with Wave 1, she had a red staff. So it's pretty cool and nice to see this more original, or this different variation of the staff, which we've had with a couple of figures now, right?
Yeah, but isn't that Teela?
It is Teela. That's the green goddess one. So she's all green. All right. So, talked about Teela here for a little bit. Of course, she's got the new knees, which are nice. It's like a little scuff mark right here. Like a little dirt. Daddy might have to clean it up. Have to clean her up a little bit. All right. So, let's go ahead here. We're going to catch back into the chat because it's going crazy in here now. Chat has exploded just a little bit more. We'll move this mic back. All right. So, let's see here. My buddy's customs, it says, in fact, we can paint the same figure Oz when we stream together so we can riff off each other and come up with some cool looks for it. Hey, that would be cool. I'd be down for that. That'd be great. And he says, I really hope they do a Skeletor and Screech 2-pack with metallic painted Skeletor armor. That would be really neat. And that was one of those leaked UPCs that I think Deep Discount had on the last round, or it was from that UK website. It was a Screech and Skeletor, which I think is really nice. I kind of wish they'd went the route. I know that was the vintage 2-pack with Skeletor and Screech, but I think it would have been kind of neat if they did a Evil Lyn. Sit up higher. You gotta sit up higher in the chair. Nobody can see you. You want to put your knees up on the chair? You know the way Daddy tells you not to sit in the chair? Go ahead. It's okay. You can sit like that because it'll keep you up higher. There we go. Now everybody can see you. This handsome kid, I tell you. But yeah, I was kind of hoping they might do like an Evil Lyn, but I guess they were like, okay, we've done 2000X Evil Lyn, we've done vintage. What do we do now? All right, Payne's Toy Sample says, I'm opening some Python Patrol, Vipers, and Officers to add to my display today. I have a few other stuff to open, and at some point, I have clearance Legends to open. Nice. That's always great when you got a nice big stack. Always fun to open a lot. And my buddy's Custom says, you might want to put her hand in some hot water and make it tighter, then dip her in some ice water to tighten the grip. Absolutely. Got to do the hot and cold treatment, tighten up those joints a little bit. And Nolan says, great looking figure. Can't wait to pick up this 2-pack. It's great. Still available on BBTS. So definitely make sure you pick it up. Also available on Entertainment Earth. And he says, I love the new knees on her, but I'm annoyed she has lighter skin than the Wave 1 Teela. So you can't swap parts between the two unless you fully repaint her. Ah, good observation. All right, good to know. And Toy Connections has made it into the house saying, Oz family. And Toy Connections is who I was going live with last night, and we were talking about Thundercats. You remember the Thundercats? We were watching that newer version of the cartoon a couple years back. You were still young, so you probably don't remember, but you were enjoying it. As the cat people in the they hold the sword up and go, Thundercats, Thunder. Well, it starts here. And he holds it up and goes, Thundercats, ho. All right. Well, thank you, Ken, for joining us. We do appreciate you being here today. Had a blast last night and looking forward to your stream a little bit later today about army builders and why they're so important. Because it's amazing. All right. Get Connor some books to sit on with a pillow on top. You know, we were trying that, and I've actually swapped seats with him because even with pillows and a few books, he still wasn't quite high enough. So I let him take the office chair, and we bumped it up to its full capacity. But for some reason, he keeps sliding further down into the chair and not sitting up. There he goes, sitting at his full capacity here. All right. And SJ Curtis has joined us today. So glad to have you here as well. Thank you for joining us, SJ. Glad to have you. All right. And I think that gets us just caught up. Oh, he's asking, is that a Spider-Verse t-shirt I see?
Yes, it is.
That's right. Go ahead, sit up a little bit. Let everybody be able to see it more. Try to angle this light up here. See if we can get that more in frame. And yeah, Miles Morales on there. So excited for the next Spider-Verse movie. Come on, Dole. You got to hurry up and finish it so we can all enjoy it.
They said they were going to put it up January 2023, January 24, 2023, but they lied.
Maybe I was some older information. It's okay. Look. Daddy has friends, okay? Friends that he knows are working very hard on that movie right now. Well, maybe not today because it's Saturday. But Daddy has friends that are working on it, and he's making sure that that movie is going to be the most amazing thing ever. It's a true story. Daddy knows. Daddy knows people. Yep. And awesome. Great shirt, Connor. Everybody loves it. All right. And Payne's Toy Samples also saying, very cool, Connor. So, everybody in the chat, were you guys all Spider-Man fan when you were about Connor's age? Connor, how old are you?
I am 7.
That's right.
And I'm about to turn 8.
Yeah, that's true. So, just next weekend, this young man will finally be turning the big 8. 8 years ago, this little guy came into my life, changed my whole world. And I got a best friend to collect and play with toys with for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we do love our toys.
Yeah.
All right. So are we ready to get into this? You know what? I think before we do that. Okay. We'll just talk about the stand a little bit because it's a stand. So here we've got the new stand. Definitely feels a little heftier and quite a bit stronger than the vintage. Because again, I do have the post. I do not have the base for the vintage stand. However, good friend of the channel, Go Figure, is going to help us out with that coming up soon. I've asked him if he knows how or if he has a print form for that. And we're definitely going to be getting that there. So Go Figure's awesome. Go check out his channel. He did some amazing work last week with doing some 3D modeling and recreating the vintage weapons for your Thundercats toys, which we all know is the hardest part about collecting the vintage Thundercats toys, as we spoke about last night on Ken's channel. It's the hardest part is finding all of those amazing weapons that came out for that. They were great. Okay. Payne's Toy Sample says, nope, he has been a lifelong X-Men fan, maybe because I'm a misfit. Absolutely, totally understand that. Connor is pumping the iron right here with me. He's going to be your health coach instructor, folks. He's going to teach you. You got to pump, eat up. All right. And Nolan says they grow up too fast, and I completely agree. was all about DC at that age. So Nolan was all about Superman and Batman. Who is your favorite DC superhero? You know, like there's the Flash, Aquaman, Batman.
I'm gonna say Batman.
Batman's your favorite from DC? That's Daddy's too. And this little guy got his start on camera at a very young age on Halloween. They were covering the Halloween events that were going on downtown that year here in Baltimore. And they came up to Connor and asked him who he was for Halloween. And his first words on camera to the world was, and that is almost exactly how he said it too.
Wait. Let me do it again.
You gotta say it a little louder for the mic. It's just like his dad. He's already getting in the voices. He sounds just like Keaton. And let's see here. Payne's Toy Sample says, my kids are 24, 15, and 13. I blinked and it happened. I know it's scary how quickly that does. It just goes by. SJ Curtis said, I was more into Batman and X-Men toys when I was around that age, but still loved the Spidey cartoons. Absolutely. The 94 one was amazing. I used to enjoy watching Spider-Man and his friends. I keep thinking he's going to hit me in the face when he comes forward with it. Like, I'm seeing it here, and I can tell he's not, but then out of the corner of my eye, I'm seeing this thing going. All right. My buddy's Custom says, I was into Spider-Man when I was 8, and Spider-Man animated series was out, so it was the perfect time to be a fan. Great show. And right here, Nolan, when Oz told me he'll be 8, the first thing I said was already. And that's true, yep. Carol remembers when she was getting the phone call saying this guy was on his way. And Payne's know the feeling. He knows the feeling. Mine are 19, 15, 13, and 10. Wow, guys. All right. Nolan has said, great pick. Batman is the greatest of all time. He's the GOAT. But if he's a GOAT, wouldn't he be Batman? Yes. All right. It's crazy. Absolutely. Okay. So went over the stand. Now it's time to get Zoar out of this 2-pack here. You know, I totally got pumped. You got to do the John Cena method. Can't see me. Get that 5 knuckle shuffle.
No, I can find me.
Oh, Daddy did not remove one last. Daddy didn't realize there was another rubber band down here.
How dare you forget the head?
You know, Daddy doesn't often forget about the head, but sorry, children. All right, you gonna get that off? Okay. And look, other people are laughing at Daddy's joke. SJ thought it was funny. Look, Nolan said, great dad joke. Yes.
It's a dad joke.
And Skyfall said, nice play on the word, worthy of Ken. See, absolutely. That's an honor right there. And Payne says, and now the dad jokes have been added. You should have heard Eldor on, well, you were there. You were there when we did Mythics class the other week. And Eldor kept completely and totally making all the dad jokes. I think I lost like 300 subscribers that night. I was at like negative 150 something. But, you know, then everybody came back. So, and here I am giving more dad jokes, you know, scaring off more followers. And, okay. My buddy's Custom says, don't be too sheepish, Oz. Really? Gruff it out. Another goat joke because the Billy Goat's gruff. See, I'm not the only one that can pump out the dad jokes. Connor has found the actual flapping action. Very nice.
I still think this is better.
It does. There's a little bit more dynamic there. And Digital Diarrhea has entered the chat. Everybody.
Wait,
diarrhea. Yeah, it's what it says. Digital Diarrhea. This guy's got the runs. Thank you for joining us today. Please try to clean up after yourself. But thank you for joining us. It's good to see you here. And Relax says, oh my God, you guys. That's right. That's right. Okay, and apparently Zoar's about to have the runs on Oz's head. He's about to drop the boot, and I got pooped on by a fake bird. That just happened. We saw it live. Well,
wait.
what are you doing now? What are you? So apparently, Zoar poops Teela shields, and they land on my head.
That looks kind of more like
All right.
poop.
Let's go here. Do we want to put Zor's armor on? Yeah. And then what? Clips down over the tail. See, on Daddy's vintage versions, that tail piece, it's separate, and Daddy doesn't have that on the vintage ones anymore. Why don't you try handing it to Daddy? Because you look like you're about.
This.
Yeah, you don't force it too hard. You're gonna break it.
I got this, Dad.
You say that and you whisper it. Nobody can hear you.
I got this.
Okay, he's got this, folks. He's gonna get that armor on there. And Nolan is laughing hysterically because you made Zoar poop on Dad's head. Now he's probably gonna try to do it again. All right. I don't know why, but kids' laughs are just the best sound ever. They are totally like children's laughter is one of the most amazing sounds in the world. Unless you don't have any and you're hearing them at 3 a.m. in your house. That is not the greatest sound in the world. All right. Did you want to pass the Zoar over to Dad since you seem to have given up on trying to force the armor for the tail? Okay. All right. Well, you can always pass it over. Daddy can try to help you ease that on there. You know, Daddy has experience with those kinds of things.
Wait, I might have an idea.
And Carol says definitely. And my buddy's custom says, how horrified would a baddie get if Zoar pooped on their heads, then flew back to the castle and they saw me turn back into the sorceress? Oh. Yeah, 3 a.m, and you hear kids' laughter, and you don't have kids, and it's inside your house. That's terrifying. I said, the last time I physically saw Connor, he was in diapers and so adorable. That's true. Last time me and Carol saw you, you were still a little Rugrat running around watching Rugrats with Daddy. It's a great cartoon, by the way. Absolutely amazing. One of the most amazing cartoons I think that was ever made. All right. Look, you need to pay attention. Look, you're bending the stand up and everything else, dude. All right, guys. Sorry. The inexperience here. And Daddy's freaking out about his toys. Fortunately, it's softer plastic, so it's supposed to bend a little. But we got to make sure that we get this thing on here, right? Okay. So the base of the armor is definitely very narrow. But again, it's a little pliable and can wrap out and around. And there we go. See? All right. Take her away. You can take the stand again. That's fine. All right. You going to hold her up? And here it comes again. Dive bomb in the side. Oh, I got poop on my head. Oh, goodness. What has gone on with our channels lately? We're normally so clean, and lately it's just been crazy. So, would it stay white or turn brown? Asking for a friend. Interesting question. Guess we'll have to, I don't know. I'll reach out to Adam from the Battle Ram blog, see what his thoughts are on that. And J-Mac has joined in saying, sorry I'm late, guys. So J-Mac has joined in saying, what's up? And everybody saying hey to that. Now let's see. Yep. Playing with the tablet. That's right. That's right. J-Mac saying hi to everybody. And the sound effects. Yes, you know it. Absolutely. Anything this child can do to have an excuse to make a fart noise, he's going to do it. And it looks nice and sunny over there. It really is. It definitely, this past week, it's been quite rainy. It's gotten quite cold again. We're down in the teens now Fahrenheit. And yeah, it's today has been like the first real good day of sunshine all week here. So I'm still getting pooped on. And Skyfall says the bird on your head is too ostentatious. I like that stuff. All right, we've got another new word to slap my name in front of. Ostentatious. And there we go. You got Nola laughing, telling you to rock on. I agree. And Payne's Toy Sample says it's required or he loses his kid card. Oz. It's so true. I agree. The moment that fart jokes become unfunny, like not funny at all, you lose a little bit of that childhood innocence. I'll still walk around and just randomly kind of go up to people and go, make that little cupped action
Hey, you
sound.
don't have poop on your head.
I don't have poop on my head anymore.
Just kidding.
Is there poop on my head, folks? Is there poop on my head? Teela's shield is now crap. I always knew her shield was small, but apparently her shield is now equated to just crap. And Carol says that shield is sitting in place, not moving. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, fortunately, the beanie helps, and the beanie doesn't slide around much because I haven't shaved the head in the past couple of days, so it's got that Velcro kind of effect going on right now. Do the avian people also do aerial poop attacks on people or fling it like apes, since they also look ape-like? I think we're entering a side of Motu I've never thought I would ever enter. This is certainly made for a most interesting and now I have it in the brim of my hat. And Ray Black says she still makes fart noises when someone bends over. That's no one. We're all so mature in this group. Oof, yeah. Just was -8 here in Western New York last night. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that is definitely cold. And fecal fling, go. Yeah, it's sounds almost like a new Pokemon. I choose you, fecal fling. All right, Connor. You did a bit much there getting into the microphone. My buddy's Customs has said that's a good question. So, oh my God, Connor's just like us. Hey, you know what? I mean, this kid's got it all, Dad's just funny. He's got the good looks and he's funny. And the facial expressions, too. Did you guys see that? This is an excuse for Connor just to make fart noises on YouTube today. And guano for Oz. Speaking of guano, and since we like to talk about music on the channel, does anybody remember a band called Guano Apes? And on that note, I want to see a war between the Avian people and the Beast Tribe. That would be a real poop show. So, yeah, absolutely. Connor, can you see who was at the door? Okay, all right. Yeah.
Hello.
There's a tray blocking the door from opening.
I was going to serve hot dogs. I want to know if anybody had any preferences for toppings that you know you're aware of. I have cheese, and I have dill, and I have 2 kinds of mustards.
Okay, what do you like on your hot dog?
Ketchup.
Just ketchup for him? I take
Ketchup? Ketchup?
Ketchup.
You vile, revile little individual. You disgusting whelp of a human being. You.
This bird's gonna poop on your head.
Ketchup on the thing. Looks like a
This bird's gonna poop on your head.
Yes.
Fun family times in the us household. Excuse me, Connor. You don't just shut the door on people. Do not just shut the door.
I tolerate with some people because I like them better than some people.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Welcome to my slightly functional family, but we're great. Here today, guano tomorrow. Oh, more dad jokes. Oh, I'm digging it. And just got my CGI Castle Grayskull in the mail. Connor, Daddy cannot see that. Thank you. in the mail for $30. I feel like I stole it. That is a great deal they got going on at Deep Discount. Absolutely. And you've got Aunt Carol laughing. And no way. That's awesome, J-Mac. Absolutely. And Duchess is rejoined in saying, hi, Connor and Oz. Say hello to Duchess.
Hello.
And now my buddy's Customs says, I want a hot dog person coming to my door. And Scott Baker is joined into the chat saying his should be here Monday, J-Mac. I mean, my kids. Right? Just the kids. And there must be mustard. I agree with Haynes. I enjoy mustard, ketchup, and relish. And some onions, too. Always love the onions. Sauerkraut on a dog is
The poop
amazing.
fell.
Chili is my all-time favorite hot dog topping. Okay. And we won't mention other hot dog toppings from Toy Frenzy. We have Children Present. And Ronald Embry has also joined in with us, just saying, hey, Oz. Say, hey, what's up, Ronald Embry?
Hello.
What's going on? And here we go. More in talking. And Scott Baker has said, hey, Connor. What's going on? And hey, Oz in chat. Absolutely. So glad you guys are here today.
Poop.
And Connor's been excited, too. I told him this morning, it was a little short notice, and I found out we were going to be having him here this weekend, and I got really super excited because we had such a fun time last week when we went live together. And so I started deciding last night we're going to do this again. It's great because we got this awesome unboxing to do. And, then there's a bird eating its poop on my head. There's a bird eating poop on my head. That's the thing that's happening right now. You guys are catching it live. So, yeah, I told Connor this morning we were going to be going and doing this live broadcast today. And then he said to me, he goes, I thought it was a stream, not a broadcast. And I was just like, yep, I'm old. All right. I'm making it difficult for Daddy to see the chats here. Thank you. All right. Let me adjust the beanie. Okay. You can resume now, I guess. This is all we're getting this week from Connor. That's it. This is all we're going to get for the rest of the show now. But he's having fun. And what do we always say? The toys are supposed to be fun, right, guys? I mean, if you're not having fun with your toys, I gotta say that's probably the only way to do this hobby wrong. So Ray Black has said she likes her hot dogs as pig in a blanket. So that's where you take the puff pastry and you wrap around the hot dog, and it makes it amazing and delicious. And Scott Baker says, pick mine up on eBay from what I believe is Deep Discount's eBay account. At least that's what I was told. Awesome. Yeah, I've got to check that out. And giving the people what they want. That's right. Everybody's talking about how much they're enjoying Connor. Just pooping on his dad. Just pooping all over him. I thought we were past these years, but apparently not.
I always like to poop on my dad.
I'll put you in diapers again. What is in his drink? I need some of that. It's called Youth and Childhood. Because all he's had is milk. This, however, is coffee, and he doesn't drink it.
I want that. I want to drink it.
That is not gonna happen.
What if I'm a grown up?
What if you're a what?
What if I'm a grown up?
If you're a grown up, that's a different story, and then you'll be just as tired and miserable as the rest of us.
What if I don't work?
And little Oz, I'll put you in diapers again. That's right. I mean, he keeps pooping on me. Oh, Connor, look who's in the chat.
Hey, Mom.
That's right. Mom has joined that. Oh, and look, she is calling you out by your full name. What did you do? Did you get in trouble there?
No, I just
Hitting you
pooped
with
on
the
your
full.
head.
Well, yeah. Jen, I'm telling you, we got to put him back in diapers. He's pooping all over the place over here. He's just not safe anymore. I got to put him back in diapers.
No, I'll poop on you guys.
Now he's threatening both of us. All right, Jen, he's threatening both of us. He said he's going to poop on us. He said, you guys. Yeah, everybody saying, hey. That's right. Mom's watching you live.
Yeah, and I'm gonna poop on your head again.
No, not anymore. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I seem to have been pooped right between the eyes. This bird has incredible aim. The bird has gotten me right between the eyes.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's only poop at this point. I'm really glad it is only poop. I don't know what I'd do if it weren't just poop.
Look at the foot.
He's aiming at me. Oh, Lord. Rears up. He is aiming at me. Okay. Well, now we've lost it. I can't find the poop.
I got it. I went to. I found the.
Oh, my goodness.
I found the poop. I found the poop.
He has found it. It's the poop that binds us together. Look, Ray Black's worried I'm going to get pink eye now. Okay, not right in Daddy's eye, please. There we go. We got it again. I'm just going to have to go like this for the rest of the stream. And your mom agrees. Once he gets started, that's exactly how this is going. Once he got... Apparently, it's all poop now. All of it. Every last bit is poop. Getting pooped all over. I'm getting pooped everywhere. Everywhere. This is the poopocalypse. All right. And Masterversal Toy Hunters jump back in saying greetings all in the chat there. Oh, man.
I already got a room where to put the poop.
So, by the way, here, speaking of reference to last Thursday night show, he says, hey, Skelly, hope you weren't too hard on the guys after the show the other day. And I agree. It was right here. Skelly definitely says, you kidding? That show was amazing. Got to agree. It was fantastic. We had a lot of fun. And oh no, the explosive. He's got the bird coming in. Boom. Oh my goodness. And Skelly's got it right there. Hashtag poopocalypse. And it is for real. And I'm just saying that show was great. It was certainly a lot of fun. Not meant for the children.
What was it?
Just how much stuff did you manage to put on my head while I was focusing on reading? I didn't realize you had that much stuff on there. I honestly did not realize he had that much stuff tucked up on the front of my hat. I thought he was just trying to balance the same couple of things, and I did not realize he had all of that in there. Oh, man.
You had to do it again.
I'm still trying to get Teela's armor on, dude.
Too bad.
Too bad. Not yet. Here we go again. He's just going to keep stuffing my brim full of stuff for the rest of the stream.
It's going to be poop.
So, Connor, we were talking about you turning 8 next weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be a big kid, huh?
Wait, no.
No. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we are going to have to cut this stream short today because we have food awaiting us now, and we're definitely going to go grab a bite.
Don't put your head down, Dad. Look on the other side.
Do I have something on my hat? I can't see. Is there something in my hat?
Did you see it now?
And now Daddy has new pockets.
No, a lot of poop in your pockets.
I don't want poop in my pockets. All right.
There's even more poop in your pockets.
So we were going to talk more about what Connor was getting into for his birthday. Also, what he hoped to get, whether he enjoys. Well, let's go through those questions real quick. What are you getting into next for your birthday on the 11th?
Linky Box.
You getting a lot of Linky Box stuff? Yeah?
Mhm.
Is that what you want? All the Linky Box stuff?
Yeah,
No more He-Man?
no more He-Man. Just kidding. I want a lot of He-Man.
Okay. Whew. Got scared there.
But but like the base of my birthday is gonna be He-Man. I mean, Linky Box.
Okay. All right. So,
getting
just
possessed.
going here. Skelevator is saying that this episode is giving the last Toy Frenzy a run for the money. I agree. And we might just have to do a future episode to see how much stuff Connor can fit in Dad's beanie. So, just going to run down everything here. Duchess of Darkness is saying, you two are cute together. Thank you, Duchess. I mean, he's the one that brings all the cuteness here. It's all him, not me. And so apparently they stuffs all that stuff with his cat. And let's go through here. Eldor returning back. Nolan saying, was a great stream, Oz and Connor. Absolutely. We had a lot of fun. And your hat is fine, Oz. There's nothing in the hat. And before you go, can Connor do his Wednesday Addams dance? Go for it, brother. Here.
I'll dance with my hand.
You don't get the whole. There you go. All right.
Well, I'm so fake stuff in your meeting.
Well, we can't keep stuffing stuff in Daddy's beanie. We gotta get through the chat here, and then we're gonna close out the broadcast and say see you later, to everybody. All right,
I'm
so
stuffing things.
Awesome, good picks. Haven't heard of a He-Man birthday party since the 80s. Well, it wouldn't be like a full-blown birthday party, but we'll definitely have some He-Man going on. All right. And good day, Eldor.
No, it fell again.
Yeah. Gotta go. Have a great birthday, Connor. Eyes pink, heart shape. Oh, that's right, because that's how the emojis pop up. I forget. All right. And Scott Baker says, my daughter loves Lanky Box. We have a house full of Roxy, Foxy, Boxy, Ghosty, and many more. See, he knows what you're talking about. Scott Baker's hip. He knows what the kids are into these days. And absolutely, Skelly, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate it. And all right, everybody.
When you've been called, you should come right away.
Take care, everybody, and we will see you next live stream. Take care.
Bye. You still got a